I don't know what to say. Like, I'm trying to do everything right to be a gentleman. I bought flowers. I've been consistent talking with this girl for 2 weeks, trying to get to know what she likes, what she doesn't like. I made plans. I picked the restaurant, the day, and the time. You know, I've done everything to be just the kind of guy that would value somebody's time. Like, I'm just looking for my person. I'm just looking for the one that, I guess, is out there for me. I mean, I want to be somebody's husband someday, father. I'm trying to do everything that's right and not just get stood up. Like, my feelings didn't even matter. I'm sitting there eating a meal by myself and realizing that nobody even cares about people anymore. Like, alien dating shouldn't even be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard to find somebody. It shouldn't be this difficult to fall in love, to be kind to one another. Like, what, ladies, tell me, what did I do wrong?
Can I get them done? No, I did not. These are my real titties. Like, the fuck I look like getting my titties done and I just had a whole video. No, I did not get them done. I will not be getting them done. 100% real. I'm not with all that plastic. No shade to the bitches who got it. But baby, this body is homegrown. I'm like, so. Yeah, I'm like, so. Shout out to my son. He gave me some tips.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel Capri Social Network. I am your host Capri, aka Cap, and after showing the footage that I just showed, this footage goes exactly to proves my point of how black women, so many modern day black women specifically, choose to reject guys that are usually upstanding guys that will make good husbands, not only great and excellent husbands, but guys that may make excellent fathers as well, over guys that are Pookies, guys that are usually ray-rays, nugs, guys that are, in most cases, dangerous and violent criminals, guys that are abusive, guys that are abusive to the extent where they like to beat on women, only for these same women who are in those types of relationships with these same types of guys to remain with these types of guys, to look at that as true love, which is clearly a mental and psychological disorder that so many modern day black American women suffer from. Women who go for these types of guys that are physically abusive, and in some cases, if not physically abusive, usually verbally abusive, emotionally abusive as well. In some cases, usually all of the above. These women may complain about to, if not female relatives, usually female friends of theirs, not only on behalf of how violent the guys may be or abusive the guys may be, but how controlling the guys may usually be as well, because these guys may be the type, may be so jealous to the point where they may not even want their women to be close to anybody in their side, on their side of the family. Instead, may want her to be close to all the people in his family, in his immediate family. These are the types of women the same types of women who go for these types of guys that are not only violent and dangerous criminals, but guys that are usually some of the most bottom of the totem pole, scum of the earth guys that may range from the likes of, if not drug dealers, drug addicts, scammers / con artists, guys that may be pedophiles in the worst case scenario as well, guys who they may date while having children from a previous relationship or by a different dude, only to bring these same types of men into their homes around their kids, their small kids, leave them, may be gullible and stupid enough to leave these same types of men, some men who may have just gotten fresh out of the pen, out of the slammer, out of prison, only to find out that these guys may be abusing their kids. And there are some modern day black women that are so dumb, so gullible, to the point where if these kids may be old enough to talk for themselves and tell them what's going on behalf of the guys, these random and strange guys they choose in this regard, they may still take the guy's side over taking the kid's side. And it's just messed up on all levels how so many of our modern day black women, y'all, are so dysfunctional, so hopeless, to the point where, and no wonder so many black American kids are growing up in fatherless homes, while the percentage of black American kids, unlike any other races or ethnic groups, are growing up more and more by the percentage in fatherless homes due to black women's poor and effed up choices in the types of men they usually may choose to settle for. Guys by the likes of not only an NBA young boy or a Moneybag Yo, but guys by the likes of a Kodak Black, Lil Wayne, Lil Boosie. Some people call them hood guys, street guys. I hate to say the other word, hood N words, street N words, because guys, I could give you some more examples of guys in that regard that happen to have kids by multiple women. Guys by the likes of Kodak Black, for instance, who happens to have so many kids by so many different women. Guys by the likes of Lil Wayne, who has various kids by various women. Guys by Boosie, aka Lil Boosie, who has various kids by various women. If I'm not mistaken, he has like 10 kids by 8 different women. And it just goes to show you how these guys that are by the likes of a guy that is a street guy, aka a menace, straight up menace to society, like the movie, the old school 90s movie, which it's a pretty good movie. You may want to check it out when you get a chance. Menace to society. Guys who by the likes of degenerates are some of the most toxic guys black women could find. Those are the main types, once again, y'all, who so many of them choose to have kids by, which is one of the main reasons I would also like to state this as well. And judging from my perspective, this is also one of the main reasons why the penitentiary is filled with so many African American guys as a result of the types of women, the types of guys so many black women choose to have kids by, because like the old saying goes, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. In other words, in most cases, anytime your parents may have certain traits and characteristics while you're growing up as a small child, when you get older, when you usually reach adulthood, chances are, in some cases, if not most cases, you will end up taking after your parents, taking those same traits and characteristics right after your parents. Because what you notice or not, a lot of guys that are so dysfunctional, a lot of black guys that end up usually being in gangs and getting into all kinds of violent criminal activities, are products of guys that they may have had as fathers, or that who happen to be the same way during their much younger days. In other words, they usually end up following in their father's footsteps. Anyways, and I have already said a mouthful. I'm going to end this video. Before I end it, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe. Until next time, you guys have a good one and be safe out there. By the way, happy Friday to everybody.